King might reveal the secret. So the secret is I'm born to the Spencer family, and me and my other sisters, so Lexi, Lacey, Rapunzel, the one that tried to like press on my dad in the ambulance in King's College Hospital. So me and her are sisters, and I classify her as Rapunzel. So me and Rapunzel are related, and Lexi and Lacey are basketball players in the WNBA. Now all four of us are born into the Spencer family. So all of us are related to Princess Diana. Princess Diana is technically our aunt, but the Spencer family is my family and my other sisters as well. And one of my sisters lives in the UK, but she works in the ambulance department, which is King's College Hospital. And that is my sister. And she is also related to Princess Diana, and she's also born into the Spencer family. But they separated all of us, so if you connect the dots properly, you can see that they separated me and my sisters. So it's like we're connected to each other spiritually because we know that we're related, but they label us as troublemakers. But technically, all of us are related, and we are all born into the Spencer family, but we all grew up differently, if you notice. And that is the reason why, because me and my other sisters are born into the Spencer family. We were taken away from it for whatever reason, and they raised us up differently, and we came from different families, right? And they raised us up in those families. But if I'm being completely honest, there is evidence on this that proves this information. And I have a feeling that the king is going to expose this, and he's going to show the proof that me and my sisters are born into the Spencer family. So technically, we're related to Princess Diana. But I do think that this is going to be exposed through document. And there is going to be some documentation that proves this information. And it's most likely going to be transferred to my dad. And he's definitely going to find out about this. And I do think that this was the secret. Because even as a kid, when my dad was raising me up as a child, he knew that something was different. But this was a secret in the royal family. And I do think that now what's going to end up happening is they're going to expose this secret. And they're basically going to show the parents that raised us this documentation that we are basically born into the Spencer family, but we were taken away from it for reasons. But I do think that the king is going to expose this, and he's basically going to get on the phone with my dad and tell him that, yeah, your daughter Tiana is born into the Spencer family, and she only was with you because we separated her away from that. But she is technically born into the Spencer family, and she has sisters as well, and her sisters are obviously the one that he's seen, which was Rapunzel. She basically tried to make a mistake on him in the ambulance department, but that is my sister, and she's also born into this family as well. And I do think that it's another secret because technically this was not something that we were allowed to say. But even as a child, everyone knew about this secret in the royal family. That's why they're all talking about it, because all of this was a secret. It was a royal family secret that me and my sisters are technically born into the Spencer family, which is Princess Diana. Princess Diana is technically my aunt. And so this was a secret. This was something that was not supposed to be found out. But now it's like the information is getting out there. And obviously, my dad is most likely going to find out this information. But not only is he going to find out, there's physical documentation that he's going to be shown. And basically, the king is going to show him this documentation that I was born into the Spencer family. That's why everything with him and I was fake. Like, they had fake birth certificates, right? That's because I was born to the Spencer family, and I was just taken away from it. And he was someone that raised me in my childhood, but he's not my parent. So the reason why I'm exposing this is because the king is most likely going to show the proof and the evidence of this, and it's basically going to be exposed.